Hi, this is Reverend Donna, and I was so honored to share during our service this morning, and then I heard that you couldn't see me, so I'm re-recording it, so I'm hoping you can see it now. I'm grateful to be part of the Seal Beach Center for Spiritual Living, and I'm grateful to be allowed to speak every week for a few moments, share what we call a power talk. And my power talk today was on mindful intentions. And one of the things that I shared about in Mindful Intentions is a reminder that one of our practitioners had shared earlier in the service that being mindful meant to be present. And I truly believe that is how we show up in the world. Are we present to right now? Are we coming from that space of now, of the now moment, or are we thinking about yesterday or next week or what happened when we were kids? Where are we coming from? Are we mindful to this moment? And intentions is when we set an intention for something. It's a way to come from a place of empowerment. It's a way to come from a place of truly who we are. Who we are divine expressions of spirit. And I truly believe that in this moment, we have an opportunity to choose what our intentions are, to choose on how we show up in the world. We have a lot going on in our world right now, and the appearances are sad. The appearances are joyful. Depending on where we put our attention and what's showing up in our personal lives, we have an opportunity to set an intention of how we're going to respond. I came across a quote yesterday on Facebook that I just love. It says, "Don't let the entire staircase overwhelm you. Just focus on the next step." When I'm setting an intention for something, that is a reminder to me to focus on the next step. Now, I'll be honest with you, when I've heard this quote in the past, I've always identified it as a career or starting a journey of that I think is going to take a really long time, and it could feel very overwhelming, and I could be frozen and not want to take a step. I have since been reflecting on that since I saw that quote yesterday, and I realized that this quote can speak to relationships. Maybe I feel overwhelmed in a new relationship instead of just taking it one day at a time. It could be in education. I remember when I was 19 and taking a class on career exploration, and my guidance counselor suggested a career. And when he explained all of the steps that would take to get there, I went, oh no, absolutely no, 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 no. That's too many steps. I was too overwhelmed. So I did not even begin that journey. My journey to ministerial was different. I took it one step at a time. I didn't think about when I started taking classes and fell in love with our philosophy, I didn't jump to Reverend. I probably would have been frozen and not willing to do anything or capable of doing anything. But because I took it as one step at a time and just enjoying the classes, enjoying getting to know who I call dear friends and mentors and teachers and colleagues and at one point a spouse, I enjoyed that journey. I took it one step at a time. And before I knew it, ministerial school was there. And before I knew it, licensing and ordination. And now I'm stepping into a new journey on my ministerial path. But I worked really hard at not feeling overwhelmed. And when I did feel overwhelmed, I was able to take a break. I had people in my life, and I still do, who remind me to set a boundary, to step away and recharge. The other area I wanted to share this quote in is on our spiritual practice or our spiritual journey. It's a process. It's a journey that's continuing to unfold as we go. It's our inner relationship with the divine. It's not what other people's experience of the divine is or how we think we should be having it. It's what is our journey? What is the mindful intention I'm setting for myself? Am I setting it as an opportunity to make choices that work for me? Maybe it's a different choice. Maybe it's a choice that I wasn't expecting to make, but I am now, or a difficult choice to say no to something so I can say yes to something else. That divine mindful intention is a time of sacredness. It's a time of having that opportunity to say yes and come from that empowered place of saying yes because I'm choosing to say yes. Not that I'm feeling it's being imposed on me. It's an opportunity to take a look at something in my life and realize I want it to be different and take the action steps to do that. Coming from a space of mindful intentions gives the power back to me and the divine within. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. I must set that intention mindfully, staying in the present moment, letting go of that which no longer serves me, and welcoming in that which does. And sometimes that's a trial and error. And sometimes it's an opportunity for us to experience life in another way. And whatever that way is going to be unique to each and every one of us. I'd like to share a quote from Ernest Holmes, our founder. He says, "We cannot lead a choiceless life. Every day, every moment, every second, there is a choice. If it were not so, we would not be individuals. We are individualized expressions of spirit. Having the life we are having, are we stepping into it with a yes? Are we stepping into it with a maybe? Are we stepping into it because we feel we're supposed to?" I'm going to encourage us to take this time in our spiritual practice, on our spiritual journey, to feel the unfoldment of the divine that's within us and walk this journey in love and in grace, and reach out for prayer support. Our practitioners, our ministers, we're here for prayer support. We're here to walk this journey with you. Thank you for being a part of our service. Thank you for allowing me to re-record this. And it's a little different from this morning, as it usually is. And I feel the divine guidance through this. Namaste.